drone standing by. Repeat, we've taken the lead. Predator missile ready for deployment.
What's up everyone, my name's B. I always promised myself I would never do a commentary just because I think it just would always be kind of pointless. Like, the amount of commentators out there, is there any point in one more adding his his opinions to the crowd? But the subscribers asked me to do one, so I figured what harm can it do me actually doing one. The first 2 minutes of this game I was actually on the phone, so I apologise for the periods where I'm stood still, but when business calls, you got to pick it up. The game I'm playing today, it is a Skid Row Team Deathmatch, Team Deathmatch Express I think it actually is, but makes no difference. I'm using the UMP with stopping power, scavenger and claymores, and I think my third perk is ninja. Could be commando, I'm not entirely sure. I rotate between the two quite a lot, but at the end of the day I think the third perk doesn't make that much of a difference. I don't use a headset or anything, so I don't really know the benefits of ninja. Obviously in commando lunge it's a bit like Halo with a energy sword, you fly through the air going at them. A little bit about myself, I guess. I'm a university student, situated in England. I study in a town called Leicester, but I'm originally from Manchester, in the north of England. My gaming history, I've always played games ever since the young age of about 5 or 6, I guess. All started on the Nintendo 64 with GoldenEye. Great game, you know, the old school cartridges where if it didn't work, if it stored, you had to take them out and blow in them. I mean, that was a brilliant game, I must admit. So right after a night out, we come back with the lads. I still have my Nintendo 64. Can't beat a game of GoldenEye. It is great entertainment, I'm sure it always will be. It's one of those classics. The killstreak setup I'm using today is the 357 standard COD sort of like setup, which is also the UAV, Predator and Harrier. Killstreak I never have done until about the last 2 weeks, but I'm currently using the tactical button layout, which I must say is a must if you want to improve your score. Yes, commando lunging can be effective and it can work well, but literally since I've started drop shotting, my kill to death ratio has increased dramatically. Not particularly on the leaderboards, but in the scores. I've been playing a standard game to about 2.5 KD. Obviously the better games like this are, I think this one's well over 10. Stopping power, again, I must insist, is an absolute must. When I first started the game, I was a bit of a hardline whore. So I thought, oh wow, a kill streak which reduces 1 kill, and I can get Harrier and Pavlo earlier, but it doesn't make that much difference, and for the extra benefit you get from stopping power, it is worth it. I can see the team I'm playing here isn't that great, so I decided to spawn rush them, and I actually fit in this little section here. There's a player called Matteo, which I feel awful for, terrible shot there, but I kill him 5 times in a row or something in the space of about a minute. That's the second kill on him. Scavenger and claymores, again, great combination. Yes, the Semtex can be very useful, but you plant the claymores in the right places, you're guaranteed to kill, such as there again, Matteo. And I come back and he's there again. Poor guy, I think that's 4 times I've killed him now. We place a claymore, run up the stairs, and who's there? It's Mario. Drop shot him. See, that's an example of how effective drop shotting can be. Ran in drop shot then, that would have been a couple of bullets to the chest, to the head, I would have been dead. Thanks to the drop shot, I survived. But yeah, claymore, scavenger, plant them in the right places, you guarantee the kills. Much more effective than the Semtex, depending on the map. Obviously, grenades can be insanely useful on certain maps. For example, I forgot what it's called. Scrapyard, great map for Semtexes. Launch from over the top. There goes Matteo again. Launch from over the top of the I guess you can call them tunnels. And you pretty much always, at least once a game, twice a game, you will get a kill. Skid Row, this map is actually one of my favourite maps, so, like, as long as you avoid the corridors, which are the one in front of me, and the one which I'm going to shoot down now, as like I show here, if you run down that corridor, you are likely to get shot in the back or shot in the face. There are always going to be people either end, or be people popping up at either end. So you run down, you just asking to give people simple kills. So my advice for maps like this, avoid the corridors. It's not worth it. Like, unless you want to get in there, for example on a game on domination, and capture the flag, or search and destroy and plant the bomb, I would advise to avoid them. As a great example of claymores there, don't plant them where people can see them, because generally, if the player is aware, they will just stop and avoid them. So you want to plant them around the corners, behind doors, so as obviously as we run through, it blows up, you get an easy kill. I'm using a silencer on the UMP. I feel that it's a must. The way I play the game, I chase red dots on the radar, and obviously with a silencer, you no longer a red dot on the radar unless there's a UAV up. So like, I find that attaching the silencer to a gun makes such a difference. Like, generally, if you're sneaking around the spawn, people are much less likely to notice you. I know it's obvious, but it's surprising how many people just don't stick it on. They prefer a red dot sight, that kind of thing. But best two guns, or three best guns in the game, I'd say UMP, Scar, and TAR-21. Don't need a red dot sight. Stick on a silencer. It is worth it. It's a relatively short game today, so I figured I'd just quite simply introduce myself, talk a bit about the commentary, and, well, it's my first commentary. It's always going to be a bit hit and miss, see what happens. 23-2 final score, and thanks for tuning in, homeboys. Oh man, that was cheesy. And I'll see you soon.